Everybody keeps saying Manchester United got lucky at Stamford Bridge. But what if the luck only worked because the tactics were already so good that Chelsea were never actually going to win this game? Michael Carrick didn't just outcoach Liam Rosenior today. He exposed a Chelsea manager so tactically lost that even with 3 posts hit and players going down injured, Rosenior still hadn't figured out to target Noussair Mazraoui until the 40th minute. This wasn't a smash and grab. This was a masterclass that Chelsea's own manager made possible. Now, I was backing Manchester United to sit deep and take what they could get. And yes, Chelsea had bad luck. 3 posts hit, Antony injured inside 10 minutes, Fofana going down right as Cunha scored. But I have to be fair here. Antony's effort that hit the post was never going in. Lamens didn't even need to react. It was heading out for a goal kick regardless. Fofana's header, if anything, there's an argument it could have been ruled out for handball. The one chance that genuinely deserved to go in was Liam Delap's header. Unstoppable. Lamens could do nothing. And even if that had gone in, Chelsea only draw. So yes, Manchester United had the better of the luck, but it wasn't extraordinary luck. The luck arrived in a window where Carrick had already minimised the danger. That's the key point. Because here's what I'd predicted. Without Maguire and Martinez, sit deep, play 4-4-1-1, let Chelsea run into a wall and hurt them on the break. But my entire framework was built on Leny Yoro being available, and he wasn't. Without Yoro, with Aiden Heaven alongside Noussair Mazraoui at the back, my confidence in a United win was even lower than before. And if Carrick had actually used my approach, they would have lost. Because here's the problem. You can't just sit deep the whole game when Mazraoui is your right back. His aerial ability is seriously deficient. You saw it in the second half. He lost 2 headers and both nearly cost them. Chelsea had brought in Liam Delap specifically as an aerial threat in the absence of João Pedro. Delap won one, Fofana won another, and without Patrick Dorgu, the defensive cover on Cunha's side wasn't good enough either. Look what happened against Antony. That ball went straight into the post. If they'd sat deep for 90 minutes, the probability still points heavily to a defeat, luck or no luck. So Carrick went a completely different route, not a defensive shell, not a pure counter-attack. What I'd call a finals mode, slow pseudo-possession game, roughly 55-45 in possession terms. When Chelsea attacked, tuck in. But when United won it back in their own half, they had to commit to building from the back, slowly, patiently carry it across halfway, drag time out of the game, reduce the spells of sitting deep, calibrate the balance perfectly. For the first 25 minutes, possession was around 40% United. From the 25-minute mark to halftime, it was almost level. And in the build-up to the goal itself, United were controlling over 70% of the ball in that passage. That's not a smash and grab. That's a tactical plan, executed correctly. And that plan explains every selection decision that confused people before kickoff. Benjamin Sesko. Not a counter-attacking choice, a possession choice, holding the ball up, playing it back into feet, helping the team slow things down. Without that role, the whole structure collapses. Kobbie Mainoo back in midfield. His central control freed Bruno Fernandes from having to drop off and cover, which meant Fernandes could do what he actually does: get forward, create, carry danger. And in a 4-2-3-1, Fernandes can burst into the box, play the low cross, deliver the ball that breaks a defensive block. In a 3-4-3, no chance. The goal came through the 4-2-3-1. So did the combination play that unlocked Bryan Mbeumo. Under Amorim, Mbeumo was stuck in the middle, dead weight in possession phases. Under Carrick, operating on the right in the 4-2-3-1, doing exactly that combination work, feeding into Fernandes. He's a different player. Carrick already unlocked Matheus Cunha. Now he's unlocking Mbeumo. So stop giving Amorim credit for those signings. Without Carrick, none of this exists. On the other side, Liam Rosenior spent the first 25 minutes, the exact window when United were sitting deepest and Mazraoui was most exposed, running Chelsea's central penetration game straight into a wall. Not one attempt to vary the build-up, not one ball played wide or in behind. It wasn't until around the 35th or 40th minute that they stumbled across the Mazraoui vulnerability almost by accident. And even then, in the second half, it was occasional and incidental. Two near misses aside, they weren't getting in down that channel with any real frequency. Chelsea was still too in love with ground-level central penetration, effectively treating Mazraoui with kid gloves while he stood there, aerially deficient, waiting to be targeted. That's why this game explains perfectly why Chelsea were marginally better in the first half of the season and have been overtaken entirely in the second, because both clubs changed managers at roughly the same time. One manager turned everything around. Rosenior still appears to be living in his own private world. He's apparently been studying football tactics since he was 6 years old. The problem might be that from the very beginning, he was studying the wrong things, and he's been compounding the same errors ever since. Too convinced of his own ideas to adapt. In a strange way, that makes him similar to Amorim, which is a terrifying sentence to type. And at this point, I think you can say with certainty that Chelsea have hired a deeply mediocre manager.
Michael Carrick, meanwhile, has counter-attacking in his toolkit and the slow pseudo-possession game too. And he knows exactly when to use which one. That kind of reading of the game, that preparation, that ability to explain a nuanced tactical plan clearly enough for players to actually execute it, that's real managerial talent. And whether it connects to his years as a midfielder, I genuinely believe it does. The best midfielders tend to make the best coaches.
If you found this breakdown useful and you enjoy this kind of in-depth analysis, a like and a subscribe goes a long way in keeping this channel going and motivating me to keep producing more. Drop a comment below too. I read every single one. See you in the next one.